we do not speak about whatever is happening here. I have a plan, but we do not speak about it. Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Carl here from Stage K, back today. And you're probably asking, what the heck is going on here? Also, FYI, this is the second time I'm recording this video, because when I recorded it the other day, I had Send Zone open and it was loud as fuck. Now I've put my computer into quiet mode, so technically speaking I could probably have used the audio from my GoPro, but instead I am using the audio through my Rode NT USB Mini into Adobe Audition to do processing, and then back into DaVinci Resolve, because I was sitting here editing that, which you guys are gonna get to see the moment I fire up OBS. So now it should all be linked up. So I was sitting here editing the original in here, but we're gonna redo that, so close that for now. But you are probably asking, Pro 2, Pro or Pro X, what about the X32? The Pro X seems very big. You see, I was looking around on Finn. Oh boy, here Oscar goes. So sorry if you hear snap in the background. I was looking at this Midas Pro X, asking 70 grand for it. So it's the full package, the Pro X with the Neutron. Okay. Oh, okay. Vibrate. The full Gotham, or well, I can keep. Okay, let's keep it in audio. Turn on Do Not Disturb for like 30 minutes. Thank you. Was looking at this one, full Pro X, the full shebang. Everything works. The Neutron processor with the full set of AS expansion cards and all of that. The full DSP kit, the extra AS50 IO card, and then of course with the Supermax Snake system and all that stuff. So here you have the setup they used, from the house surface, MC GUI, and then stage router, DSPs, and the IO cards. No, this is the actual computer that runs this entire system. You know. And there is the local inputs on the back of the board, which actually on the Midas Pro X was interchangeable, as well as a 18/8 out sends return board, which fits inside of the Neutron processor, and in the original black/blue flight case with the cover and all of that. Now, I talked a bit with the guy, and he had picked up a loan for a Midas HD96, one of the Heritage series consoles. This boy, which I've also looked at this boy once in a lifetime, but front. Now I don't remember. Can I open multiple here? Yes, I can. This one, do I have like a top view? I don't think I do. No. But anywho, this is the front. So this is the HD96. Very nice console. I haven't personally had hands-on experience with it, but I have used their offline editor, so I actually do have a show in the Midas console cloud for the HD consoles, and really, you know, going for a newer version like Midas HD or something like that would, theoretically speaking, be the best thing to do now in this day and age. But here is the thing, a new Midas HD will run you back about 400k Norwegian krone, so about $40,000. Whilst the Pro 2 Compact, for example, or the Pro X which he's selling, is only going to run me back about 70k, so $6,500,000. So yeah, so here's the front servers, two fader banks, or the power bank, your master section. You know, pretty much if you're used to running a Pro Series Midas console, your conversion over to this should be pretty straightforward. Here you have the back, so you got your 8 output 8 speed. If you look on the back, besides from the older ports and stuff, it's pretty equal to the Midas M32, for example. So you got 8 local inputs, 8 local outputs. We got HDMI for screen expansion. We got 4 AES50 lines. And the reason why we only have 4 AES50 lines is because the Super Mac or the Hyper Mac system is built, HyperMac Snake system is built directly into the console on the Midas HD, unlike the Midas Pro Series consoles, which needed an external HyperMac connection, because I don't think you have a HyperMac expansion card for those. Then of course you got Ultranet, which is newer functions, another HDMI, so you can actually have 2 extra screens, and I believe you can actually select what is on those screens, if I remember correctly. USB hub, word clock, BNC in out, talk back, your AES 3 in and out, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and sync, and then your Ethernet and your AC power. So very, very nice console, but as said, way out of my price range. So because of that, this console is really going to be outside of our, first of all, price range, and second of all, for what I'm doing, this console really is just too big. And there again, like, this thing is 120 kilos. How the hell I will get this behemoth up my stairs at home, I have no idea. But besides the point, I talked around with this guy a bit, and turns out kind of funny, this boy, which is a Pro 2 Compact, I've actually looked at this mixer before, but it ran inactive. Turns out the guy still has it. It's the same guy that's sells the Pro X, that owns this thing. And it's been used only by him since this was new back in 2016. And the battery inside of it was changed the 01905. And it also comes with the original flight case. So here it is, Pro 2C. And I know what a lot of people is going to say is that this is a mixer from like 2014, since that's when it was released. It's like, why not get something newer, a digital Pro solution that's newer? Well, first of all, price. You know, I've always wanted to go for something like Digico. Their 12S, their SD12s has always been something I've wanted to go for. Or was it SD21? I don't remember, one of those. I've always wanted to go for a Digico of that sort. Now, in newer days, you may know While She Sleeps. It's a band out of I don't remember where they're from, but anywho, if anybody knows their front of house engineer, he has a YouTube channel, Rattling Bones Club, and he uses Allen Heath D-Live system, a 1500, C1500, but I'm really starting to like the Allen Heath D-Live system as well, but it's just all outside of really my price range, so I want a place to start. And the Pro 2 Compact really is a perfect middle ground. It's 96K, 40-bit float. It's able to do up to 56 channels. It has digital stage I/O, which, well, most digital consoles do, but, you know, has it. And me personally have actually had surface time with the Pro 2 Compact. Now, I will say it's been a while since I've actively worked on a Pro 2 Compact, but I have had surface time on them and I've heard how they sound. So yeah. And one question that I know I'm gonna get, especially as one that does a lot of studio time with my console, is this thing does not have any USB audio interface. How do you plan to do audio virtual sound check and stuff with this console? And that is where a Clark Technic DN9650 and two AES50 cables, or two Cat6 or Cat5e and greater Ethercon cables comes into play. Because you see, this board has functionality for virtual sound check and tape playback, but it does it all over the AES50 audio network. So this console, as you can see, has 6 AES50 ports. Let me pull up a better image. So here you can see the 6 points. So obviously 3 of the AES50 lines is gonna be for the DL251, because at 96K, AES50 protocol can only handle 24 channels of bidirectional per cable. So because of that, I need 2 cables for my 48 inputs, 24 each, and then I need a 3rd cable for handling my 16 outputs. So that leaves me with 3 available. Now, if my plan in the future goes to plan, I'm probably maybe going to put the AES50 type of device that allows me to have 8 inputs and 8 outputs into the wireless rack, and then use AES50 number 4 as a quick connect to quickly connect and patch in my entire wireless rack into the mixer at once. And that leaves 5 and 6 available to do 48 channels of multi-track recording, which is totally fine, because most of the time the actual input list that's actually important is usually only 48 channels long, the max. The rest is like metronome and click and tracks and aux and, you know, regular music playback and stuff, and that doesn't need to be in the multi-track. So yeah. So that is my plan for multi-track. It comes in the original flight case. Probably what I will do is find this, figure out which color this is, and buy this color in paint, either it be spray paint or regular just roll-on paint or whatever. Mask off the logo, mask off, you know, anything else that's not supposed to have paint on it, like the hardware and stuff. Repaint it, make the flight case look in pristine condition. And bada bing bada boom. How the hell I'm gonna fit this case in the back of my car, I don't know, but we'll figure out a way, because it won't fit in the trunk unless I in some kind of way turn my subwoofer on the side. Then maybe, but it's gonna be tight, so it's gonna have to be in the back seat, that's for certain. So yeah, so picking this up is gonna be fun. Now, I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna pick up the DL255. As I said, it's all gonna depend on my financial situation. If I can get 55k sorted out, and potentially maybe a little more, so I round number, maybe 70k, I can also pick up the 2 Cat5e rolls he has. Then I'll buy the DL251 as well as the console, and then those Cat5 rounds. Now, if I can't get that much, so be it. I'll buy the console Granted, really the only thing I'll be able to do if I manage to find a cheap DN9650 somewhere is really virtual sound check, which is what mainly I'm going to be able to do to begin with anyways. But then eventually when I can pick up a DL251, we'll be able to do 48 in, 16 out there, but technically speaking 24 because we have 8 more on the actual console. Really at that point we're going to be more limited to actual console DSP and routing processing rather than actual inputs. So yeah, so now we're gonna take and jump into VirtualBox, which please, for the love of God, thank you, you just worked today, great. So I have this random ass like Mac Sierra instance here that I've been using to play around in the Pro 2 offline editor. So I'm gonna go in here now and show you guys how I have patched up. Bye bye. So Pro 2 offline editor. Now it's gonna be a little laggy probably because it's currently in quiet mode, but oh well, we'll figure it out. Oh, so menu or home. Yeah, I can feel that it's having a great time. Automation, load, main stage, show 2024, main, now, home, patching. So here you can see how we've done the routing so far. So we have the 2 AS50 lines from the DL251. We got the DL153 just as a placeholder for the wireless rack. And then we got the DN9650 set up as a generic AS50 device because, you know, that boy didn't exist back then for the virtual sound, whatever else. So we have the first 6 channels here routed on channel 1 through 6, and then 7 and 8 I believe is just routed directly from the Surface input for music playback. Then we start at channel 9, so channel 9 through channel 32 or through 32 is routed on the 1 through 24 on the DL251A, and then 33 through 56 is routed through the DL251B. Then as said, the wireless rack, and then we got the DN9650 routed 1 to 1 on the tape return until 48. And then our aux returns here are patched from our FX rack and then out. Vice versa, the DL251 is routed from aux 7 through aux 12, leaving 7 and 8 empty, and then 9 through 16 is all my matrix, and then 1 through 6 on my auxes is routed on the RF rack for in-ears, currently mono though. Then we have the direct out from the board being sent directly to multi-track recording through the 9650, and our last aux sends are being sent as mono sends into the FX rack. So yeah, going back to home, you can see that it's set to input, so it's going before all the processing, and the level is not turned up though, so I have a quick way to fix this though. If that is actually correct now though. Then copy and then paste to all. Okay. Then you copy that over. Great. Automation. Main. Save. Home. Default. So yeah, that's really how I currently have my main show file set up. I haven't named anything or anything yet. I'm planning to do that either when I come home on my actual Mac, if I can get the Pro 2 offline editor to cooperate properly there, because that one is running macOS High Sierra actually. And I remember having issues with running that on that phone once in a lifetime, but if not, I have a Mac Mini from 2016 that's getting sold for like 2,500 Norwegian krone. It's about 240 bucks that I may pick up and then install that one with Pro 2 offline pretty much purely. Maybe the multi-track recording stuff if I decide to do that through the same machine. We'll see. And then do it all there, or inevitably once I actually get the Pro 2 compact, we'll actually do the renaming and do all of this stuff pretty much from the ground up on the actual console just for fun, because I can plug a keyboard into there, and I believe since it's in the original rack, I believe it already has a keyboard that's already quote-unquote hard patched in the flight case itself. If not, I'll just install a little drawer down there somehow and then make it all work. So yeah. So that is really everything I wanted to say in this video after re-recording it. So 26 minutes in VR. I'm going to try to get it around the same time, because if I can, then I don't have to redo the music and the automation for the music. So that would be awesome. But I will say, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this gave you some insights and some updates in what mixer I'm planning to go for. If you did, like would be greatly appreciated. And as always, check out links down below for my socials and all my other channels down below. And until further notice, stay tuned, stay awesome, and Stage K the heck out of here.